Hey Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading for February 12th through the 18th, 2024. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle for Scorpio. Scorpio, sorry for the last minute notice, but we will be resuming dailies on the 19th. We just had a little hiccup and some wonderful things coming up, and so here we are, right? But we'll be back on the 19th. Now we have Honoring Path and Courage. Ooh, very good, actually. It looks like throughout this whole week, you're trying to do the right thing. This is all you saying, listen, I'm just trying to do, I'm trying to be the bigger person. Spirit wants you to try because courage is saying that this is something that that's going to be, you're going to have to be bold and brave to do. Oh, well, I think that a lot of it is because this is very much so with the Devil, King of Wands, and the Emperor. It's like they're saying that the ball is in your court. Okay, most definitely. And you're playing defense, mostly. Okay, so the honoring path is the Devil, King of Wands, Judgment, and Two of Wands. And this is talking about the path that you choose, right? Whatever it is that you're choosing, or whichever direction you're choosing, they're showing that you're getting a second shot at something. And for a lot of you, you are very much so determined to come out on top, or determined to have things go your way. You're determined to be the leader in your life, or you know what I mean. Like you're not influenced by other people. You're more determined to be like, listen, the light and from my life is inside of me, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is doing the right thing by yourself, and also living out your truth. Okay. You know, the courage with Death and Emperor. This is something where you have to be brave enough to, they're showing to take over your own life. You know, I mean, basically that's what this is. You may feel like the answers are not inside of you. Some of you may be looking outside of yourself. Some of you may be choosing paths just be out of habit, out of sheer habit. You're choosing things, or it's out of you know how like you're being told, although they're not really showing that it's family or anything like that, but it's just something that you've always maybe witnessed, or something that you just understand that this is the epitome of power. This particular thing is an epitome of respect. This is how you get respect. This is how you get XYZ. They're showing that you may be trying to gain something like that out of habit. Okay? And you may have enjoyed getting the power or the authority that whatever this habit gave you. But now it's time for you to break that habit and choose a different path. They want you to choose a different path. It's almost like this. It's like for a masculine, for a man, right? A man will say, you're not allowed to cry. You're not, I won't say not cry, but it would be like what masculinity is to most men is to be aggressive, perhaps, or stoic, stone-faced or something. And you get a lot of respect from exerting a certain level of dominance or aggression. Maybe not physically aggressive, but just your presence alone could be quite imposing, right? But then you realize that there's a different way. You get more authority, more respect when you're calm, when you realize your strength, right? Like you realize that you don't have to use so much. This is that energy of someone manhandling something, realizing you get a better result if you handle it softer. I'm trying to think like cornstarch, and you mix water and cornstarch, and it's like you hit it hard, hit it fast, it becomes like an impenetrable wall. But if you put your finger in softly and slowly, you are able to penetrate through. And there's something about that, understanding that it's there's a different way to approach things, a different way to go about things, and realizing that the answer is just you don't have to use so much force, or you don't have to do so much to get something. You could just Yeah, you can do less, right? So there's something about that going on here. Transformation is the Eight of Swords here twice. Wow. And there's someone that's changing. It seems like you're changing. You're realizing that this is something that you haven't ever dealt with. So it's easy to doubt your abilities. It's easy to overthink something, and it's easy to think of all the worst case scenarios. Like, once again, with the same scenario, with the same, this would be by Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. This would be you saying, okay, I get that if I put my finger in slowly, I'll be able to, get through the cornstarch, right? But I'm afraid that if I move too slow, someone's going to speed up and hurry up and take it from me, or to hurry up and get in there first. Like, it's there's an overthinking and a pessimism and a fear that takes over, and they're saying that you're changing, right? And you just got, it seems like because it's so new to you to choose a different direction, right? It's easy to sabotage things by focusing on fears. So this would be, I mean, this could translate into anything in your life, that you're using less, I would say, brute force, less authority. You're not having to lord over anyone or oppress anything in order to get something. A lot of us do that, and we have to. You know what I mean? You in situations, it's like you have to come in swinging. It's like you can't just go into, D block and be like, oh, a spoonful of sugar makes medicine go down. It's like you have to come in and let people know. But they're showing an energy of you being in a place of saying, that these changes scare you because you don't know what to expect. You've never had to be this way before, and you may not have ever witnessed this being something that works, right? And so they're showing that it works, though. But dark thoughts, once again, here we go, dark thoughts. Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. They're showing the changes. This is so unreal that the Ten of Swords would be here. They're saying you're overthinking a whole lot of things. You expect something to not go well. It's showing that you're expecting things to go sour by the weekend. But the funny thing is that this kind of behavior, the behavior from the very beginning, the habits, create more obstacles for you. It creates more work. It creates something. I think that being free, by changing the way you approach things, frees you up for new opportunities and for you to move faster. There's no obstacles. This is the giving a vibe of someone who's used to traumatic things or used to chaos, right? And I'm not saying that you are a chaotic individual, but this is this energy of saying, I'm used to things being a certain way. I'm used to having problems with this energy. I'm used to that. I'm not used to things being quiet. And so there's something about a person saying, what am I going to do when all the noise stops? What am I going to do when I'm now doing things gently, I'm different, I'm approaching situations. Like if this is a masculine, you're coming in and you don't have to yell. You don't have to say much. You don't have to threaten or give ultimatums. Like with children, you have to come in. If you don't clean your room, or you clean your room or else. If you don't do this, then I'm taking away that. What happens when you just come in and you just start talking like, oh, it would be really great if you cleaned your room, you know what I mean? And they just start doing it. And then you have a whole hour where you're not having to stand over them to do it. What are you going to do with yourself? And that's a dream and wish of everybody. Can they just do something without me telling them? And then they do. And then there's this energy of saying, you're thinking far ahead, like, what am I going to do with myself when it comes to this? Like, now I'm so used to exerting my authority. This is someone who's like, thinks that that's what life is, though, right? And this could be you or someone you're dealing with. They feel like this is what life is, so they don't know anything else. So by this weekend, there's someone that's realizing that they have an unhealthy relationship with chaos, and they're realizing that this has got to stop. At least that's what this shows, right? So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Aries really strongly, or another Scorpio. We also have Leo or Sagittarius. So you could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. We also have Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.